Yes, I am the buyer. I don't have no title policy. I don't got to show you no stinking title policy.
This is Valerie, Remax Premier, and I'm here today with Lisa Wilson, who's with Lawyers Title. Is that the official name?
It is the official name.
Lawyers Title.
Lawyers Title.
Okay. We are at the location at Preston and Frankfort. It's located on Preston Road, and I do a lot of closings here. The majority of them probably because I feel that they give good service to my buyers and sellers. But a lot of you may wonder why, other than closing and getting free pins, what does a title company offer me? So I think Lisa can answer that question. What is title insurance? Why do we need it?
Title insurance is a insurance policy that insures your largest investment. When a buyer is purchasing a property from a seller, you don't know anything about that property, you don't know anything about the seller or anything that may have occurred in their life that could be tied to that property. A title company, what we do is review all that. We pull anything that may be attached to that property, and we make sure everything is free and clear. So when it is transferred, there are no issues that could come up against the new homeowner. When you have judgments and liens and different things like that, people can record those and have those filed against your property. Tax issues can be attached to your property. Those are problems once you've purchased a home and you've closed on it. Those problems become yours. So a title company, that is an insurance policy. So your largest investment, the money you put into this home, is going to be protected. It's just like when you're purchasing insurance for your car. You don't go with just anybody. You want to know, is it one of the bigger names? What is their financial backing? Because you want to make sure you could be in that home for the rest of your life, 30 years, and you want to make sure something could come up later down the road, and make sure that the insurance company is still in business and still has the financial backing. Lawyers Title, we are under the Fidelity insurance company, who Fidelity National Financial is one of the largest title insurers, and we have billions in financial backing, so your policy is well secured.
Oh, that's great. It's good to know. When I look at a title commitment and I'm looking on what's called a Schedule C, and I see, as a buyer, I'm looking out there and I see a homeowner's lien and a judgment. So those are things that you'll take care of before closing and make sure that they're cleared off, correct?
Correct. Yes, that is our most important thing that we do. We want to make sure that there's not a claim filed later down the road. Obviously, we want to, as an insurance company, eliminate any claims. So we do review that and go through it thoroughly and work with the sellers to make sure that those are removed off of it. And at our office, we are also a law office, so we do have attorneys here. So we call that curing the title. We do that here as well to make sure. That's also something else when you're choosing a title company, to make sure that they are going to do the curative work and not put that back in your lap. Anybody can pull the commitment and find out the information, but what are they going to do about it? Are they going to put it back in the realtor's lap or the buyer or the seller's lap to then try to work all this out? We do that here. We try to facilitate all that for you to make the transaction as smooth as possible.
Okay, that is good to know, Lisa. And so when you have closings here, you have escrow agents and you have other people that work in processing the files. But when you are closing with an escrow officer, they call him an escrow officer, correct? Then what I've appreciated is the service that I get from Lawyers Title, because your flexibility about closing times. One of the things that can be frustrating to realtors about title companies is their 8 to 5 hours, because so often
real estate is not.
Real estate is not. It's a 24/7 job. So one thing I've appreciated is there is some flexibility, and also you're able to do out of city, out of state closings. How does that work?
Well, on the flexibility part of it, we do offer that. Obviously we work 8 to 5 primarily, but on the closing part, it's not. Real estate is weekends, nights, so we do offer those options. to be able to close. People have jobs and other commitments that they, have to go to, and so we do want to help out in that part. If a buyer or seller is not able to be here, that's what you're referring to on the out-of-state part or whatever, we do have, especially through our company and the umbrella of our company, Fidelity, we have offices everywhere. So we've got the ability to send the packages out, and if they need to meet with another escrow officer, we have that, or we can have the documents all ready to go and send that to them, so it's very easy for them to know where to sign and what to do, and then work it from there. So there are options available. It is, it's a very stressful process, can be, purchasing a home. So we want to do whatever we can, whatever it takes to make sure that it is done accurately and smoothly, and the less pain, the better for these buyers that are struggling. It takes time for them to go out and find the right house and all that. So anything we can do to facilitate that is what we're here to do.
And what I've really appreciated also, Lisa, is that we're able to get from your company the closing statements prior to closing, so that we don't have what I call surprise closings, where there's something that crops up that we weren't expecting.
Yes.
So I appreciate that you're very good. Your staff is very diligent about keeping everybody working as a team, whether it's me and the lender, or whoever needs to be involved, the other agent, that we're able to get that done and get a closing statement out to the buyers and sellers before closing for review. If they have questions about what's on it, is your staff prepared to help them with that before closing?
Absolutely. We would prefer to, because we're in communication with the lender, and as and some of you may not know, the numbers that are put on the settlement statement is primarily from the mortgage company, it's from the lender. So some of it, taxes and the escrowing part of it, we can handle. Some of the other numbers are coming from the lender, so we don't know what conversations were previously had with the lender and the buyer. So if they feel there's something on the closing statement that wasn't discussed, or that they weren't aware of, yes, we would like to address those ahead of time and get with the mortgage representative and get those answered, so we can make sure that when you come in for the signing that it goes without a hitch. So absolutely, and that's our goal, is to make sure that you do get the head statements.
And so far so good. It's been very good. Just a reminder that certainly if you're one of my clients, and if you have a question about your property or your title policy, you can call Lawyers Title at any time. And the phone number is 972-248-1151. Is that right?
Very good. That is good. And I have to say, I have known Valerie for many years. She is one of our top agents in this area, is very thorough, very diligent on her contracts, and that is why she does get her HUD statements ahead of time. She controls her transactions, knows what to collect ahead of time, knows what to to negotiate, make sure all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed to make sure the transaction does go smoothly. And that is why it is a pleasure to work with you. Because you do keep your contracts and your buyers and sellers happy.
And again, Lawyers Title is just one more thing that I offer to my clients as a great service company. So always remember, if you've got friends or family looking for a home, or have real estate questions or title questions, give me a call and I have the hookup. Thanks, and have a great day.